And successful reign. The empire he ruled.
Buena gente, aquí seguimos con Kingdom, con
and his
Deliverance.
subjects lived in peace and prosperity. When the
Ahí
emperor
se le pilla el
died,
rollo, tío, la lucha, porque no ya se ve chungo,
more than 7,000 people.
¿Esto no se puede pasar o qué?
its possession. The heir to the throne of the
Serio que te tienes que tragar la puta intro todas las veces que entra al juego, tío.
whose father had prepared him for this moment all his life.
No la puedo pasar, en serio.
But Wenceslas did not take after his father.
¿Qué mierda es esto?
He neglected affairs of state for more frivolous pursuits.
Ah, bueno, está
He even
cargando,
failed
¿verdad?
to turn up for his own coronation as emperor, which did little to endear him to the Pope. Wenceslas the Idle did not impress the imperial nobility either. His difficulties mounted until the nobles, exasperated by the inaction of their ruler, turned to help his half-brother, King Sigismund of Hungary. Sigismund decided on a radical solution. He kidnapped the king to force him to abdicate, then took advantage of the ensuing disorder to gain
No he entendido que las historias estas son reales,
He invaded Bohemia
o están basadas en
massively
historias reales.
and began pillaging the territories of the king's allies. It is here that my story begins.
Sí, pues un campesino te pega la de atún, o sea. Porque sí que han hecho el castillo un poco pegote, tío. Se ve ahí en una esquina 4 paredes y eso para yo el castillo. Creo que hay ciudades y eso. No sé si han metido más contenido. Creo que sí, pero no sé. Vale. Hay que tener cuidado con el alcohol, A ver qué dice este.
About time. Have you got everything I wanted?
Not yet. I'm working on it.
And how much longer
Me
will it
falta la
take?
cerveza.
Get a move on. We have to finish that sword today. Or do you want me to make a fool in front of Sir Radzik?
No, I don't. I'll be back soon.
Fíjate si son exigentes los cabrones que tienes que llevarles la cerveza fresca y todo, ¿sabes? La cerveza, la verdad. Creo que no tengo dinero. Pues estaría bien. No, para luchar no tanto, pero en tercera persona estaría guapo. La parienta. A ver si me regala más vino. Fresco está diciendo...
I'm back.
A ver.
I can see that. What's the matter?
I need another pitcher of ale. The last one wasn't cold enough for father.
You want me to get it for you?
Right? And a smile from you.
No me cambié de ropa, tío. Me tengo que cambiar de ropa y echarme y eso.
Here you are.
Thanks.
It's on me today. You can pay me back this evening.
Out of the question. Here you go. And this evening I'll have something more for you.
I can't wait.
Corre por tu vida. Ah, vale, entonces el castillo a partir de aquí. Pero cuidado, qué castillo, tío. Son 4 paredes mal puestas. Castillo de un tirado, ¿será esto? Toma una cerveza, pesado.
Yeah, about time. Have you got everything I wanted?
I have charcoal and the ale. We can start.
Good job. Let's have it then, son. Well done.
Vale, ahora sí.
Right. Let's see what kind of job the master in Sasau did for us. Look at that, lad. That's what I call craftsmanship.
What does the inscription mean?
Damned if I know. Doesn't look like Czech to me. Latin, maybe? Lord Radzig ordered it. Oh, this will be the finest sword I've ever made. Have you got the charcoal? Good. Then fire up the forge. We'll put it all together.
A mí que la espada esta me la voy a quedar yo,
By the way, I heard some gossip about what happened to Deutsch. I expect you know something about it.
Maybe.
Maybe. Someone threw dung at Deutsch's freshly lime-washed house, maybe. And maybe those cronies of yours had something to do with it.
That Deutsch was talking treason in the tavern about Sigismund and the king. He got what he deserved.
Got what he deserved, did he? Look, I don't know if you're mixed up in this or if it's just those friends of yours. It's all the same to me. But I have a trade to run. The German pays well. And having my son in the pillory helps nothing and nobody, least of all the king. Do you understand? Yes. Look me in the eye, Henry. Do you understand?
I understand.
Good. We'll never have this conversation again.
What, so you think it's right to let traitors speak ill of the king?
Does that boy ever listen to a word I say? So Deutsch spouts rubbish, so what? You might win a fight with violence, but you'll never win an argument. Remember, Henry, if you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth, not your fists.
The furnace is
Me
ready.
parece muy listo.
Right, we'll do the grip. I'll heat it up, and when I take it out, you slip the grip on so it fits exactly. You know what you're doing. Do it. Good. Once more. That's it. Done. Now file it down so it sits well in the hand. I'll prepare the guard.
Creo que para hacer las espadas las tengo que hacer yo enteras,
Father, why did you leave Prague? Who ever heard of a master swordsmith making horseshoes in a village?
I had my reasons, Hal. And here I have your mother and you. Why would I want any other life?
Do you remember Emperor Charles?
I do. Life was good under his reign.
Better than now.
He built half of Prague, and a score of castles, had a bridge made over the Moldau, and founded a university, and all without a war. He knew how to rule.
Better than Wenceslas.
Better by far. But Wenceslas doesn't have it easy. It's hard to step into the shoes of someone whose like is born only once 1,000 years.
What about Sigismund?
Do you think Charles would have brought an army down on his own people like Sigismund? No. Wenceslas may not be the equal of his father, but Sigismund, he brings shame to the royal name. How's it going? Give it here, and we'll put it all together.
No está mal.
It's magnificent.
Indeed it is. The Lord be with you. My father sent me for those nails.
Good day to you, Teresa. They're ready. Will you fetch them for me, Hal? They're in the trunk in the living room.
Henry, are you all right?
Here are those nails you wanted.
Thanks. So, how's Bianca?
She's fine. Why do you ask?
Just wondering, will you be going to the dance this evening?
We will.
Maybe we'll see each other there. Anyway, mustn't keep you. I'll be on my way. That sword is truly beautiful.
Bring those nails.
Fine lass, eh? Now, stop staring at her and come and see this. It's time for the trial by fire.
Sí, por juego. Perdón, soy toso mucho, tío. Que me he levantado con moco hoy. Café la heladera.
We did a fine job.
I would expect nothing less from such a renowned swordsmith.
Well, those days are gone, sir.
You haven't lost your skills, though. Would you like to try it?
Sir, what good is a sword to a
Let him
commoner?
try it. You still have a lot to learn. Ask your father to show you how. He knows what he's about.
Learning his trade will serve him better in life, sir.
Perhaps. But who knows what the future holds for each of us. I see that you almost have it finished.
It just needs a polish, then Henry will bring it to you.
Excellent. Fine work, very fine. A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer. What say you, Svan?
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently. How odd to find such an accomplished swordsmith working in a place like this. A man of his talent would have no problem making a fortune in Prague or Vienna.
You're right. It's a very long and peculiar story.
I'd be glad to listen to it over a cup of wine, but duty calls, and I must leave. Here you are. Learn from your father. He truly is a master of his craft.
I'm sure our paths will cross again.
He certainly will.
Google.
Once it's ready, send your son up to me with it. Good work, Master.
Sure.
It's been an
Huele
honor.
raro, eh.
Have a safe journey to Sassan.
The honor is mine, Sir Radzig. Thank you for the hospitality.
¿Cómo me dice que van a matar al padre?
A long, peculiar history.
That was a long time ago. I might tell you about it sometime, but not today.
Will you teach me how to use it like Sir Radzig said?
Why?
Well, it could come in useful. Maybe I'll travel a bit before settling down. I'd like to know more than the tavern on the green and the forge.
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house.
You talk as if you've seen it happen.
A man my age has seen a lot. Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits, like keeping your head on your shoulders. I want to end my days in Skalitz, here, beneath the linden tree and by your mother's side.
Well, so do I, one day. But first, I'd like to see the world, meet new people.
Meet them or beat them.
Meet. You have to keep going on about it.
Then you've no need to learn swordplay.
A messenger.
Who's in a hurry? What's happened?
Buah. Nos atacan. La guerra ha llegado. Hostia. Madre. ¿Quién es Segimundo ese? Un castillo de mierda, pues nos van a reventar. Buah.
Listen to me, Hal. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else important from the trunk. Go to the castle. Hurry.
What about you?
La piña, loco.
Follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You do what I say right now. Give the sword to Sir Radzig. If anything happens, he'll take care of you. He owes me.
Me lo debe. Hostia. O sea, este le ha salvado la vida alguna vez. O sea, no parece malo tampoco, ¿eh? Al principio no leía que ese se va a cargar al padre o algo. Buah. Luego venía el padre, se lo carga, la madre la viola. Lo típico que pasaba.
Quickly! We have to close the gates!
Move! Come on, we're closing!
Move it, people!
Come on!
We're running
Come
out of
on!
time! Oh, Henry! Thank God! Get inside, quick! We have to shut the gates!
Get ready, people! Come on!
Mind this for me.
Are you mad? You can't go back! Ah.
Get through the gates!
Así se pone interesante ya, tío. Buah. Buah. Se veía venir. Vale. Ya sabemos quién es el malo.
Hurry, Harry! There's nothing you can do! Come on, Hal! You can still make it! Run! Find a horse! Ride to town, Lurk! Tell them what's coming! Warn them!
Run by the moat! There's a path down there! Jump down from the wall and flee!
¿Dónde? Tengo que seguir por aquí. Fua, que algo me dice que este sabe algo, tío. No huele bien, pero nada, Corre. ¿Dónde corro? Ahora hasta también conseguir un caballo. A ver, ¿dónde coño hay un caballo aquí? A ver, una cara. Oh, hostia. Que me he caído. Ahí veo algo. Caballos. ¿Esto se puede saltar? Joder, tío, pues estaría bien, No te lo ha pillado. ¿Cómo se? ¡Oh, lol, lol, lol! Están aquí, loco. ¡Oh, lol, lol! Si corren más que yo, tío, y van con armadura, venga, hombre. ¿Qué puta mierda es esto? Con armadura y corre más que yo, venga, hombre. Joder, tío, es que encima no pone puerta ahí, te la pondrán, no te van por culo, ¿sabes? Y adivina dónde está, voy a tener que morir 20 veces. Adivina dónde está la puta puerta. Pero bueno. Encima flipa, los lotas ya estaban ahí y acaba de llegar yo, ¿sabes? A lo mejor es que tengo que tirar para otro lado. ¿Cómo corre tan poco, tío? Es que está todo vallado, tío. ¿Dónde está la puta puerta? Caballos. Ese blanco tiene buena pinta, este pan. Montar. ¡No! Puedes silbar cuando quieran no sé qué. Vale. Corre, hijo puta.
Ya. Ya.
¿Dónde hay que ir, tío? Que no he tenido desde hoy.
Ya.
Es una locura.
Ya.
¡Qué mierda, caballo! Si se para. Pone que L iba para adelante, ¿no? Pero como el L se iba para adelante, tío, vaya puta mierda. No, el R estoy pulsando. Pero el L no corría, tío, iba lento. Va a tener que estar dando a la vez todo el rato. Tío, si es que se frena esta mierda. Vale, tengo que ir para allí. Bueno, se me ha visto, ¿no? ¿Cómo?
Damn it, not this way. Where the hell have I gone now?
Vale, por el arroyo. Tío, si es que no corre, tío, y así no puedo hacer nada, tío.
Damn it, not this way.
¿Qué hago, tío? Si es que me están persiguiendo no me puedo curar. Si me paro a curarme me matan, tío. Pues menos mal que pillar las vendas de casa, pero claro, ahora a ver cómo escapo de aquí si te están persiguiendo, cómo me cubro. A ver, antes me marcaba que tenía que ir para allí, pero se ha quitado la mierda esa, no sé por qué. Tengo que ir para allí recto, ¿no? Vale, creo que he cogido mal camino.
Left. Hamburg is to the left, along the stream.
Vale, iba al revés, tío. Yo he visto un vídeo que tengo que luchar y creo que es ahora. Bueno, espero que no me los pongan muy chungos, tío, porque no voy a ser al chungo de ayer el puto campesino de los huevos. A ver, bloqueo con la espada, porque creo que sí que con la espada no es como los puños solo tenías que darle a bloqueo y bloqueaba solo. A caballo. Porque encima me pega y me quita estamina. Me ha metido al caballo en la cabeza.
Flee to Talmberg.
Caballo. Corre. Creo que no falla ni una, va con el puto aimbot. No me mola que le tenga que estar dando todo el rato a la vez, tío. Un poco pastelero, ¿verdad? Dejándolo pulsado. No, se para, corre, corre, corre. Pues estaba en la mierda ya, Supongo que ahora se quedará inconsciente, loco, lo típico.
Quickly, everyone! Get your asses here!
Hey! And loose!
Otro castillo de mierda.
Quickly! We're closing the gate!
Someone give him a drink. And bring hot wine and bandages. Tell me, boy, who are you and where are you from? What in hell's name happened?
I've come from Skalitz. They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
Who? Who burned it to the
A
ground?
huge army. They attacked without warning. And they weren't Czechs or Germans either.
Who then?
I don't know. I've never seen armor like it or heard their language. Maybe Tatars?
Tartars, you say? Well, we'll deal with that later. First, let's have a look at that leg of yours. Grit your teeth, boy. I'm gonna pull that arrow out.
Buah. Está volando la trama, está guapa. Y bastante realista.
Easy. All done. You were lucky, lad. The arrow missed the bone. It only needed bandaging, and I've done that often enough before. War is a good teacher. Can you stand? There you go. Good as new.
Thank you.
If you idlers nothing better to do, get back to work. You'll have to speak to Lord Divish. Can you manage?
La guerra.
Sir, this is a survivor from...
I heard, Robard. Tell me, boy, what exactly happened? Did you see the ensigns of the attackers? And were there any more survivors?
So, I don't know what army it was, but it was huge. There were dozens of banners flying on the hill above Skalitz. The ones who did the slaughtering spoke a strange language. They burned Skalitz to the ground. But a lot of people took refuge in the castle. I wasn't quick enough. And as I fled, they shouted from the battlements that I should come and warn you.
The soldiers the boy didn't recognize. They could be those Cumans of Sigismund's. It said they came to Hungary from the east, and now they're the core of his army. Sacking Gutenberg must have given him a taste for stolen silver.
Skalitz is a small castle, sir. If Sigismund attacks, they can't hold.
Indeed, Sir Robard. And our small garrison would be no help, even if we could risk sending them.
You think we're next in line?
Maybe. What's your name, boy?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith.
I know him. Did he make it inside the castle? I'm sorry. It's in God's hands now. No one else can help us. Anyway, thank you for risking your neck to warn us. Robard, take care of Henry. Make sure he gets something to eat and some rest.
Yes, sir.
And get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
As you command, sir.
He entendido que también es un poco Juego de Tronos, puede estar guapo la trama así también, ¿sabes? Que te pueden estar engañando los reyes y esas cosas. No sé, no he visto ni... No lo he querido seguir mucho la historia de eso, porque claro, si quieres jugar un juego, tío. Contra menos sepas mejor, ¿sabes? También hay gente que prefiere verlo para luego cuando lo juegue, pues ya sabe por qué tiene que hacer eso. Yo con algún juego lo he hecho, con este no, la verdad. En el Zelda sí, por ejemplo, el Zelda ya ves. Llegas a un sitio y ya te perdías. Bueno, ahora qué tengo que hacer. Punto de viaje rápido. Joder, es que tengo lo del... Un momento, voy a mover lo del directo, tío, porque es que me está tapando todo eso. Los mensajes. Un segundo. Vale, ahora sí. Qué tíos. Ahí no veía los mensajes. A ver qué pasa. No tengo que hablar con este.
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach.
Oh, damn it, I'm hungry.
I heard about your father. They say he was a swordsmith who moved to the countryside to make horseshoes. I can't understand why he'd waste his talents, but I'm sure he had his reasons. He had a fine reputation. It's a great loss.
How did you manage that?
Ah, milady. You're fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bojana will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master? Here you are, then. Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my lady.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the Outer Bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, milady. Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, yes, thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, ma'am.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
something to eat.
Good evening.
Where's that chamber for me to sleep?
Evans, are you still confused after what happened to you? It's in the lodge in the courtyard.
Thank you. If I needed some food, who should I ask?
Who do you think, young man? Me, of course. And if you want something extra, I could help you out with that too.
I'd like to buy something from you.
Of course, lad. May the Lord watch over you.
You fled from Scanlons. How did you manage that? Seems I'm not good enough for the gent.
Esto va a ser la reserva. ¿Cómo sale de la comida, tío? ¿Cómo lo veo? Vale, vuelto a dormir. Me he puesto ciego. Esto tierno.
You're that lad from Scotland. What in heaven's name happened now?
Porque nos atacan mientras estoy durmiendo.
Today the patrols will be doubled. Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood? Yes, sir.
Yes?
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady. No, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine. It's just what you need to help you sleep.
My lady. Thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
I was going to, but to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. Awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace, to let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you. But I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world, although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
You might be right, my lady. I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible and unexpected. The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands. I went to the tavern to buy ale for Father. I know it's a job for a groom, but I didn't mind, because my girl Bianca worked there. I courted her a while and we agreed to meet in the evening, but our meeting was never to happen.
Oh, dear boy.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised Father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Radzif. Father and I always chat in the forge. On that particular day, I asked him if he'd teach me swordsmanship. He said no. He said it's better for a man to keep his head on his shoulders than lose it over some pointless heroism. If only he'd known what fate had in store for us. But Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon, ready to attack the town. A horde of soldiers was amassed. Pennants flapped in the wind, the armour glinted in the sunlight, and the horses whinnied impatiently. They were waiting for Sigismund to give the command to attack.
How awful.
And then death descended on Skalitz. Father told me to take shelter in the castle while he went to get Mother. She was stranded in the town, surrounded by Sigismund's butchers. And then I saw him knocking down one human after another. I never saw him fight like that. But then the leader of Sigismund's raiding party, a knight in full armour, saw Father and charged at him. He cut down my father without a thought. And then he turned on my mother. And he murdered her in cold blood.
You poor boy. May the Lord have mercy on their souls.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle. I needed a horse to get to the safety of Talmberg and to warn you all.
And with all that was happening, you thought of others like a good Christian.
Then I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her. I wanted to help her. God knows I wanted to. Even though I had the sword we made for Sir Radzik, they had me outnumbered and they were well armed too. I only just managed to grab one of their horses and ride off. I couldn't help her any more than I could have helped my parents.
It wasn't your fault.
I'll never forget the horror. It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
That's terrible. How could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
You poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding. Those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors you went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Premislavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then, he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years? And was Havel punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on. And now, we're here.
My lady, you're still young and beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
Would that that were true, lad. Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep. I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Good night, my lady.
Henry, wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What is it? What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
Ahora sí que sí, va a haber que matarse con alguien. Bueno, al menos se pone interesante. Llevo una hora sin hacer nada, macho. No sé, ir en caballo, ya está. Un poco lento, tío. Al principio esta historia es lenta, ¿no? Supongo que luego habrá más chicha. Tienes de Talbres. Una espada, coño. Mi espada. La he visto aquí apoyada. Estaba aquí. ¿Dónde está? Listo. Coger. Pues sí que está todo oscuro, macho. Madre mía, tío, no se ve una mierda. Vamos a poner al 100%, tío, por aquí, madre mía, más puta manía en los juegos de ponerlo todo oscuro, tío.
What's going on?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Why would Sigismund advance on Talmud in the night? Especially since he's lost the element of surprise after the raid on Skalitz.
Maybe it's not him.
Then who is it? The scouts Jivish sent to Skalitz to spy on Sigismund said he'd set up when he's getting ready to storm the castle. And so Radzig is an experienced soldier. He'd surely hold the castle for quite some time. It doesn't make sense.
What else did the spies see?
Not much of anything. Before they could get close enough, this huge storm started. And you were right. Sigismund has a hell of a lot of soldiers, including all manner of mercenaries. An army like that costs a fortune. Well, anyway, we'll find out when they get here, won't we?
Aye, we will.
May the Lord watch over.
Buah. Ah, pues no son muchos.
Who goes there?
Lucifer and all his minions. Who else, Robert?
Sir Ansig, what a relief.
Is his lordship there with you?
Yes, sir, he is right here.
What are you doing up so late, Divish? At your age, you need a good night's sleep.
Well, Radzik, you didn't exactly pick the best time for an outing either. In a big hurry?
It was a bit of a scramble, all right. Believe it or not, this tempest is a godsend for me and my men. As my old granddad used to say, better a sore throat than a slit throat.
I'd say your grandfather was a wise man.
Pues creo que me acaba de contar lo que ha pasado.
Messenger?
The lad came toward us.
He's alive? He made it to you?
He's here with me. He only got away by the skin of his teeth, though.
God.
A brave young man. But tell me, friend, how on earth did you manage to get away?
Thank God for this tempest. When it began, Sigismund's Tatars crawled into their holes and left the storming of the castle for more clement weather. We were able to sneak out right under their noses. The Lord be praised. We wouldn't have stood a chance against them.
Would you like to spend the night in Tamber?
No, no. When Sigismund finds the castle empty tomorrow, he might come looking for us. We'd only be exposing you to danger. Without me and my men, he has no call to attack you.
Well, what will you do then?
We'll march to Ratai. It's only a short way, and there we'll have a better chance of defense and enough room for all of these people. If Sigismund should come, better bend your knee, Divish. There's no point dying in a battle that's futile.
You're right there.
Is that boy still with you?
I'm here, sir.
You have courage, lad. That I can't deny. I am sorry about what happened. Would you care to join us?
I'd like to, sir, but first I have to return to Skalitz.
Are you mad? What do you want there?
I can't leave my mother and father. I won't leave their corpses rotting in the street. I'll join you once I've taken care of them.
Don't even think of going back there, you donkey. Are you tired of living?
Sir!
Quiet! I'm sorry about your father, but getting killed as well won't help him. Divish, make sure that lad doesn't budge from Talmberg until things quieten down.
Not to worry, friend. Anyway, he's injured and needs to recover. I'll lock him up here as if he were Havel of Baldic.
I've seen you've grown a thick skin since your tribulation, sir. But thank you. We'll meet again when circumstances are more favorable. Farewell.
Farewell, friend.
Este lo han comprado, tiene toda la pinta.
Give my regards to Sir Hanush.
I will. And good luck to you and your people too. These are dark times. Move out!
Y toda la pinta que este lo han comprado. Ha vendido el castillo o algo. No sé, huele raro que ahora te meta prisa para irte con él. Ese te quiere matar, ¿sabes? Hay un cabo suelto.
Men, tonight we'll have triple patrol. Sort out the watches between you as always. And if I catch anyone boozing, playing dice or slacking off, I'll personally break every bone in his body. I want you to keep a close eye on everything nearby. Sigismund will surely have sent spies, and likely men as well, to follow the Skalitz people, now he knows they've fled. Keep your eyes peeled, and report everything to me at once. Understood?
Ahora que...
Henry!
What is it you need?
I could use an extra pair of eyes, and yours are keen. Will you keep watch of the battlements with my men?
Is that a request or an order?
I'd rather it was a request you answered yes to.
Of course I'll help. I'll have to pay you back somehow after all you've done for me.
Splendid. And don't worry. I'll tell the men to relieve you later. Good luck to you. What are you...
¿Dónde me pongo? Bueno, pues silbar.
Who are you? Hey!
Wandering around like a stray sheep. Must be your first watch, eh? I don't think anything much will be happening today. You can just lean against the wall and wait till morning. I'll show you what's what.
I will. Thank you.
What?
What's going on there?
¿Cómo puedo guardar la espada, tío? No tengo un apartado, eso le va a pegar a alguien. No. Vale. Me decía que me cambiara de ropa, tío, pero es que yo no sé cómo cambiarse aquí.
Everyone to the Bailey battlement! Quickly, we have visitors!
Let's go! Let's go! Move it! Quick! Go! Go!
No hay nadie que hable. Vale. No se había activado, tío. Este es el inventario. ¿Y esto qué es? ¿No hace nada? ¿Dónde salí?
Sweet Jesus. We're gonna hit them like scallops.
See how the self-appointed king wins the love and respect of his loyal subjects.
Indeed, Robard. Sigismund of Luxembourg has a rare talent for winning people over to his cause. You may be in for a surprise. I don't think he will set his heathen dogs on us today.
Greetings, Lord of Talmberg.
That's the bastard who led the attack at Scarlet and killed my parents.
Don't be an idiot. Do you want to end up like them?
I am Sir Markwart von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia, who has resolved to strike against those who disrupt concord in the land and to restore order in the name of his brother, King Wenceslaus IV.
Restore order by burning and pillaging the king's estates.
Greetings, Sir Markwart. The efforts of the king's brother to bring order to this chaotic land are undoubtedly noble. It seems to me, though, that he and his army have somewhat strayed. As Burgrave of Prague Castle, I am entirely beholden to the king, and here in Talmberg divine peace reigned until your arrival. To what then do we owe the honor of your visit?
Yesterday, His Majesty took action against the enemy of the kingdom, Sir Radzig Kobyla, who has been using the silver from the Skalitz mine to fund insurrection against the crown. Unfortunately, the insurgent escaped. Would you happen to know, noble sir, where he might be at this time?
Hijo de puta.
Far as I
La he hecho por otro lado, pero sabía que había
Sir
hecho algo.
Radzig, of which you speak, is the king's hetman at Skalitz. I find it hard to imagine that he would rebel against our king. Nevertheless, I can assure you that Sir Radzig is not at Talmberg. He would be a fool indeed to flee from one castle, where he has little chance of defense, to another, where he has even less. Or do you take the view that my humble manner is any obstacle to your army?
Am I to inform the king's end that Sir Radzig Kobyla is not at Talmberg and that he has your loyalty?
Sir Radzig Kobyla is not here, and I have no intentions of getting embroiled in affairs from which I have nothing to gain.
Very well, sir. As you wish. I will relay your words to the king in the hope he will be as well disposed as you seem to be.
Those who have clean consciences and goodwill may find themselves well disposed even at moments like this, when there is little cause for joy. Farewell, sir.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Hijo puta, los había traicionado. Ha traicionado a su pueblo, el desgraciado. Puede que sea verdad, Y claro, ahora te lo crees o no, pero puede ser, Que tengas razón. Este es el rey, ¿no? Pues vamos a reventarlo. Nos vamos. Dar media vuelta, creo que ha dicho.
My lord, you have my utmost admiration.
Get on with you, Robard.
Como que ya se veía, las escenas te las ponían ahí como para hacer sospechar que el otro algo tramaba, en verdad. Aunque este también pinta de ser malo por otras cosas. O sea, tengo que volver. Has aprendido. ¿Qué coño es eso?
My respects to you.
Sir Robard, I need to get to Skalitz.
What would you do there, lad? Sigismund might have left, but the place will be swamped with robber barons, brigands, deserters, and other vermin. And anyway, your lord commanded you to stay here.
My parents died there, and I won't leave them to be ravaged by dogs. I have to bury them.
Good God, boy. Do you want to throw your life away for those who can never get theirs back? Do you think that's what they'd want? Forget it.
Why did Sigismund burn down Skalitz and then come here too?
That's war for you, lad. Certain lords have resolved to take things into their own hands and eliminate anyone who doesn't share their view. Unfortunately, Sir Radzig is one of those. And what's more, he was sitting on a pile of silver that could help King Wenceslas's allies.
What happened in Kuttenberg?
Kuttenberg? Well, I'm just a simple soldier, but the good Lord gave me ears, and I've heard some things from Sir Divish and from those who fled from Sigismund's pillaging.
Were there many?
Indeed, but it was the Kuttenberg mercenaries who came to see me, because I knew them from before.
I see.
Listen, lad, these are all games of the high aristocracy. In Prague, a cabal of nobles rebelled against King Wenceslas, wealthy aristocrats who took against our king for reasons of their own. There's no doubt Sigismund had his fingers in the whole affair, him and Wenceslas's cousin Jobst, and that cabal helped him abduct the king.
So then why did Sigismund attack Kuttenberg?
Why do you think?
So he could loot it?
Correct. King Charles, may God grant him eternal glory, built Prague into a proper royal city, while King Wenceslas took a liking to Kuttenberg. After Prague, it's the most important city in Bohemia, in the entire Holy Roman Empire. He who commands the Kuttenberg silver is king.
So Kuttenberg sided with Wenceslas because he favoured it?
Now you're starting to understand. When Sigismund imprisoned Wenceslas and took control of Prague, the people of Kuttenberg began to raise an army against him. So with the attack on Kuttenberg, Sigismund killed two birds with one stone. He defeated Wenceslas's most powerful allies before they could stand against him, and also gained immense wealth.
Where did these Cumans come from anyway?
I don't know much about them, only what the Chamberlain said. That they came to Hungary from the east and settled there. They're godless barbarians and merciless fighters. The nobles used to say the Hungarian king shouldn't enlist them, because they dishonor our rules of warfare. But when there's power and money to be had, it seems that honor isn't worth my spit. And believe me, it's always about power and money.
Farewell.
Host de Moravia, pero ¿qué coño es eso?
Nobody's going to attack us. Never mind foreign soldiers. Sigismund's moved on.
So they have to hire armed
worry about.
and then
And we can always come and take shelter here. So stop working yourself up. Everything's fine. Man!
¿Qué hago, tío? Estos son como habilidades pasivas que vas desbloqueando, ¿o qué? Voy a ir a por mi caballo. Ese es mío. Montar, robar. Montar. Montar, robar. Montar, robar.
Yeah. Yeah. Got you. Jesus, you gave me the runaround.
Let me go, for Christ's sake! I have to bury my parents!
You're going nowhere. Except back inside.
Let me go. I'll give you silver.
Hmm? How much? Not likely. Except back inside.
If I don't bury them now, they'll be ripped to pieces by jackdaws and scattered over unhallowed ground, and I'm stuck here, a stone's throw away.
All right, shove me. I'll pretend you caught me off guard and I fell over. I'll deal with the others. You just get out of here on the double.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Vale, si no me equivoco, estaban delante de la puerta de la herrería, saliendo del castillo.
You'll have to wait for me here, friend. Better to keep going on my own. It's like they've already gone.
Hey! Answer to my prayers just when I wanted to.
Hijo puta.
Come on!
Vale. A ver cómo me pongo la ropa. Inventario. ¿De dónde está, tío, la ropa del tío? Ah, vale, aquí te sale cómo está puesto. Vale. Me parece que ya está. A ver. Armaduras. Si no hay ninguno armadura. A ver si hay alguno armadura que lo puedo sacar. Le puedo meter con las dos. A ver. Mi espada. Todo, tío, a ver. Hace más daño la espada. Bueno, podré saquear las casas también. Joder. Bueno, para agachos. Castillo. No estoy. A ver. ¿Qué pasa esto? Tengo que quitar más peso. Creo que lo he robado. ¿Se me ha envenenado o qué? Joder, ¿qué tengo, tío? ¿Qué peso tanto? No tiene que tirar la ropa, pero mira, tío, la puedo vender en vez de la ropa, ¿sabes? Joder, eso me va a joder. Llaves de puertas, llaves de baúl, eso. Las calzas de estos tíos valen pasta, ¿eh? Pues la voy a tener que tirar, tío, porque es que no. Yo solo tiro comida, a ver. Esto a lo mejor me puede servir en alguna cueva o algo. Algo, esto pesa mucho. Vale, ya. Eso que tenía, loco. No será allí. No se ve el castillo, tío. Pues si yo he venido de ahí, tiene que ser ahí. Creo que aquí ya sí que luchaba, ¿eh? No, ya he luchado, pero vamos. Me pego una espada de esa muerte. Hay alguien allí, ¿eh?
¡Hey!
Me llevo al caballo, corre. Oh puta, no lo pillo, ¿eh? Mira dónde está el castillo. Está quedando, creo. Parece que no hay nadie, parece. Bueno, por aquí fue donde escogí el caballo, creo. Punto de viaje a la casa del descubierto. Bueno. Luego vamos a ir cubiertos por aquí. Voy a agachar. Parece una entrada, pero no han cagado. No tiene nada, tío. Con comida solo. ¿Esto era el pueblo? A ver si encuentro la puerta. A lo mejor era esa que estaba destruida, pero yo juraría que no. Esto era donde he cogido el caballo, creo. Estoy pillado aquí. Pues por andar que el caballo me ha dejado tomar por culo, macho. Sí, tío, ahí es donde cogí el caballo porque está todo muy rayado. O sea, rodeando esto tiene que estar en la entrada. Bueno, yo algo que le tenía que contar al padre. A lo mejor el padre también tenía un secreto y por eso lo... Pues estaba metido en el ajo, a lo mejor. A lo mejor. Pues ahí es donde salió corriendo. Estoy al lado ya, ¿Y ahora qué? Vale. ¿Qué le pasa a esto? Descubierto campamento de leñadores. Vamos a reventar toda la casa. No puedo poner soltar sin... no le da a coger. No puedo entrar, tío, ¿cómo coño entro? Habría que probarlo. Hay una entrada secreta por ahí. Parece que está muerto esto. Nunca mejor dicho. Y tío, ¿dónde coño se entra? Vale. ¿Esto qué? No se puede salir. Así que sí. Vamos a hacer la misión, esta la acabamos. Si el personaje necesita otro frasco de sal redentor, siempre puedes comprárselo a un comerciante en una taberna o incluso en un boticario, pero también lo puedes destilar el personaje en un laboratorio alquímico. O sea, supone que tendrás casa y todo, ¿no? Uf. Vale, los padres tienen que estar por ahí.
He didn't run like me. He died with a sword in his hand.
Pero una espada. A ver, la armadura. Fragmento. Aquí tengo que pillar algo interesante. Está currado, toda la desolación. Tiene que estar por aquí, no tengo que estar muy lejos.
In the end, you were a hero. You didn't run away. You didn't abandon me like me.
Los padres tienen que estar por aquí, yo sé que el camino tiene que estar por ahí. Pues no tiene nada la noble esta. Su novia. ¿El padre? Por aquí, tío, no creo que esté muy lejos ya.
Why did you do it to me, Father? Why? Why did you leave me? Forgive me. Forgive me for everything. Next time I won't run. I'll never run away again. I'll find the one who did this to you.
remember his face. I'll find him. But first, I have to find this shovel and take care of you. I remember you told me you wanted to lie beside Mother. Here. Under the linden tree. At least I can do that much for you.
Son cabrones y me harán buscar la pared y tú verás. Ahora que... Busca la pared, ¿no? Hostia puta. Ya voy a jurar vídeo en automático, macho. Ahora vamos a poner a enterrar. Ahora lo dejamos por aquí, ¿vale? Pues nada, gente. Nos vemos.